Hello, YouTube. How are we? Happy Friday. Hello, TikTok. Hello, Instagram. Welcome. I finally got my TikTok set up on a different device so that way I can go live here with y'all too. TikTok, I usually don't have anybody join me anyway, but we're on new levels, so maybe. How's everybody today? It is nasty and rainy here. But we're going to do makeup and we are going to use literally just one palette. Keep it super simple. This is for my people that are like, I just want something really easy. I don't want to do like all of the things, but I want a flawless looking face and I still want to look like myself. That's what this is for. Because honestly, I've reached a new level in my life where I would much prefer to just look like myself instead of something I'm not. I don't know. I guess I've never really wanted to look like something I'm not, but I've always wanted like a little bit more pizzazz, I guess. Anyways, so we have primed our face. I am using Lime Life by Alcone. If you don't know and you are new here, that is what I do. I like their products the best out of anything that I've used before, but to be fair, I've never been to like an Ulta or any of that. I kind of fell into Lime Life because of a friend of mine. So that's how I got here. And I really enjoy their products the best. They last longer, they're paraben free, sulfate free, cruelty free, vegan, all the good stuff, and it lasts and it works the best for me. Now, if you found what works the best for you, then carry on with that. I don't know what happened to TikTok. I'm going to wait. I may or may not come back. So if you're watching on TikTok, I don't know what to tell you. I may have to end it and come back there. Okay, that's enough ramble. Instagram pretty much should already know. If you're new here, drop me a heart and say hey to me so I can say hello back. My YouTube channel is actually it's very new. It's in its baby stage. So yeah, and I don't think I've linked it still on my beacons. So it's not there. It's not there. But you could stumble upon me possibly. Anyways, I forgot what I was about to be doing. We are going to spray our blender full. You can use water as well if you wish. And we are just going to start with shade number 2 concealer. This palette is completely customizable. If you do. So I have 00, which is very, very light as a highlighter, but it's in a different palette. But we're not going to use that one today. We are going to color correct, do just a slight amount of easy contour just to kind of put the dimension back in our face and call it. I guess TikTok does not want. We're going to close the app. Maybe we'll come back. We'll see. I'll give it time to close. All right, so I am just going to prime my eyelid. Actually, it's basically just going to be what it is. And we're going to add a little bit of contour to it. Let's try and go back live on TikTok. We'll see what happens. What happened if you were here? Oh, it's going to allow me to resume. It's going to allow me to resume. Happen. So we are just going to color first. And if you don't need to color correct, that's fine. You can just use shade 2 to prime the eyelid or just, even out the color of the eyelid. However, then we're going to go over it with foundation. and just make sure it's blended all the way down. I'm going to need a new foundation here kind of soon. The great thing about this palette is it lasts. I think I've had it probably for 3 months now. And I use it on a daily. So whereas before, especially if you were buying drugstore makeup, at least in my personal experience, or like Walmart, I have the best experience, and I usually have to replace my foundation at least monthly. And based off other foundation that I have used, I have had issues with it changing. Do you know why your foundation color changes? Do you know the answer to why? Because I did not know. And maybe I'm just late to the party, but do you know? I'll give you time to answer or think about it. It oxidizes. So it might originally start out matching when you first put it on, and then as it sits and the air gets to it, it will change colors. And usually for me, in my experience, it's made me look, and I really don't like to look like an Oompa Loompa. So for a while, I swore off foundation altogether because I was like, I surrender. I don't know what is wrong with it. And I thought it was just me. The other problem I found that I had was it was cakey. If you have issues with cakey, the first thing I'll say is make sure your skin is hydrated. Because skincare plays an important role, and we're just doing contour right now. So I am contouring right here, right along from where my ear starts at the top and down. And I don't pull it down very far because my face already pulls downward. That's my face. I have a very starts wide, gets narrow. Used to be heart-shaped. I think it's kind of more diamond-shaped now. Hairline changed. And then we're just going to blend this down. And literally the only point to this step is just to kind of put dimension back and follow where shadow naturally happens. Shadow naturally happens here and usually around here. I pretty much stick to my natural shadow lines. If you would like to create your own, maybe you have a more full face that you would like to make more narrow, then of course contour based off your face shape. It matters. It is not going to be the same for everybody. And even if you have a round face like somebody else does, you might have different goals that you want to achieve with your contour than somebody else does. Maybe you're okay with your fuller face, and if that's the case, then keep it exactly where the shadows naturally fall. You will see them. And if I could change, well, I probably could. Maybe I'd have to contour to make it look more round and then contour again from there. Maybe. I wonder if I could. I wonder. Okay. So literally all this did was just kind of give me some color back around the outside and bring it down and down and down. And we blended our foundation all the way down our neck. So we now are like a nice even canvas. That's it. Except I am going to do brows, mascara, and lips just because framing the face is important. So as you can see, my eyebrows are not very dark, especially on the outsides. Thanks to the 90s, I thought that was a great idea. We'll never know. However, it is what it is now at this point. So adding eyebrows also makes your face, as you age, it makes you look younger, because as you age, you tend to kind of lose eyebrows. So before we move on to brows, even though that's like one of my favorite things to do, we're going to go ahead back with our contour. And this is, I believe it's 6 is what yes, it's 6. We have 7 options, and I think only 2, maybe 3 are dark options. We are going to do this exactly as if we were going to do eyeshadow and put it, for me, I have hooded eyes, so I'm going to do it above my crease line, because otherwise it will make my eyes fall even deeper into a hole that I don't want. And then I'm going to bring it down on this corner right here. So around and on the corner. Whew! I got a text message on my main phone and it startled me because I was not ready. Okay. So you see that, how I went around and then down on the corner? Very good. Very, very good. Now I'm going to take a more dense brush. And I'd love to tell you which one this is, except for both. So I can't tell you what number it is. And we're just going to kind of fade that down. Boom, boom, boom. This is going to be a relatively short video for you, because sometimes when I watch live videos, I'm like, I really don't have all that kind of that. So I'm going to try and keep it short. In towards the center of the eye. But not to the inside corner, because we still want to leave light there. And that's it. That is literally going to be it. And we don't want this to be harsh. We just want to kind of add some color. See? Ta-da! Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. I should have played music, because the platforms I'm on, I'm allowed to use music. Facebook hates music, and I don't know why. I am looking for my brow pencil. That's what I'm looking for. See, it helps when you can remember what you were looking for, and where you can find it. I don't know where it walked off to, because it was literally right here yesterday. This one, I think, is my empty one. It is. I really should have made sure I had it right here, but I swore that I did, because I haven't been here to move anything. Typically, I would use my brow pencil. Let's see if I can locate my brow gel. We'll use that. But I still might need to add a little bit of eyeshadow, which is going to kind of defeat the purpose of my video, which is what I'm trying to avoid doing. We are going to use instead, no we're not, because this is the wrong color too. This is black. I don't need the black one. I would need the brown. You could use an enduring eyeliner pencil, which would be, we have browns, or we have black if you have a darker eyebrow shade. We're going to use brow gel, which is also an option. Now the point was going to be that I'm using one palette, and then the Take Two collection, or you could call it the Simply Pretty collection if you wanted a lip and a blush color, which is what I'm going to do. I would definitely advise, though, getting the primer and setting spray, because our priming spray helps shrink your pores and gives you like a nice base to start with. And you can get that as a collection. So it's really 3 collections, but you may not need all 3. However, if you prefer to use a different priming spray, I will say this: make sure that it does not have silicone in your spray, because our wax-based foundation will not stick to it. So you will not get the wear out of your foundation that you would like. And yes, I am aware that wax-based sounds like, ooh, why would you put wax-based on your face? It is actually very lightweight, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't wear it, because I don't like anything heavy on my face. This actually looks and feels like my skin because it is wax-based, so it's got a shine to it. Now, if you wanted to mattify it, you could add a translucent powder, or you could just mattify it in certain places if you tend to be super oily. But we also have a setting spray for that. We have our Oil Strike setting spray that you can use to help keep you from getting oily. Okay, this is our perfect mascara. It adds length. I'm going to let that kind of set for a second. It has plant-based fibers in it, so it will attach to my lashes and add from there. That's why it is my favorite mascara. However, we also have our waterproof mascara, which I use in the summer. This one has vitamin E in it, and it also volumizes, and it is literally waterproof, which I have never found before, and I did not fully believe it in the beginning until I couldn't get it off for 3 days, because I did not buy our make-off spray to get it off. So that was on me. This was 2 years ago when I was very new still to Lime Life. So if you do waterproof or enduring eyeliner pencils from Lime Life, definitely grab the make-off spray, even if it's just a little bottle, because you will not be able to get it off without it. I can't say that. You could use coconut oil, because I've done that before in a pinch, but I managed to get coconut oil in my eye, which was not a pleasant experience. So I don't recommend that method if you can get make-off. I'm just going to say that and leave it at that. There's probably another oil that you could use of any kind. Our make-off spray is an oil-free spray. And even though I'm using Lime Life, you could still obviously do this look with whatever you are using. But if you are not satisfied with what you're using and you would like to try something else, let me know and I will help you. Also, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and we mean it. So if for some reason you are not satisfied with what you got, that's okay. You can send it back, even if you've used it. All right, yesterday I used a lip balm for this step, which is great for summer or winter, especially in the winter if you are known to get really dry skin. Before I do that, though, I am going to use my lip mask because my lips are dry. I'm going to use that first. But this step is obviously not necessarily required. I am going to use a lipstick today. My favorite thing to use is an enduring lip color. But if you follow me, you already know that. So we are going to switch it up today. Not because I don't like our lipsticks, but because I'm lazy and I don't like to reapply things. Which is another reason I like our foundation, because I don't have to reapply it. Once I put it there, it stays there, and that's the end of it. I don't have to touch it up. I don't have to do any of that. It will stay there all day long until I wash it. All right, so I am using shade 201. I can't remember. I think it might be Prim and Proper. But I'm going to use this as a blush today. So like I said, you could get the Simply Pretty collection, which, first of all, when you do collections, it saves you money, which is why I'm telling you. And it donates money to our Brighter Together Foundation. $2 gets donated on your behalf to help empower women in impoverished countries. And it comes with a cute little baggie. It's a little black zipper bag that says Brighter Together. But if you have a lip color that you already love, then you don't need to get the Simply Pretty collection. Maybe you just need a complexion palette. And then you could do the Take Two collection, which comes with a brow product. You can either do, you've got options here. You can do a brow pencil or a brow gel, which we discussed. You get to pick two items, obviously, and then you can do an enduring eyeliner or an eyeliner pen. And we have different shades of enduring eyeliners. The eyeliner pen only comes in black or brown. And the final thing is mascara. For this look, though, we went with the Simply Pretty collection. And we did brows, lips, because lips doubled as a blush. You could even use on your eyes if you wanted to add some color aside from just keeping it very neutral. And then somewhere I put my other mascara. So this is the Simply Pretty collection, the Perfect Complexion collection, and I forget what this one's called. Anyways, so you can get all of this stuff in one collection together if you want to. I think there might actually be a little bit more that would come with it if you did it that way. But you might not need all three collections. Maybe you just need the complexion palette. Completely buildable. And when you replace it, you do not have to replace everything at once. You can, let me see here. These little ditties pop out. All of them. So maybe you just need a new concealer. You just pop it right out of here. So when you place your order, you just need to order the refill and not the whole palette. Foundation pops out as well. And sometimes, you need, maybe you want to change your shade. Maybe you need a darker shade for the summer and a lighter shade for the winter. Honestly, I wouldn't go that way. You could get the lighter shade and then use your contour to darken it up. I feel like it's easier to darken than it is to lighten, but you could do it the reverse, whichever you prefer, whichever is working for you. So this is the simple, easy peasy look. That's it. And I think I want to blend down a little bit more. This. And if it jumps up too high, you can always go back with your concealer and correct. And if you want to do that, you can also, if somehow it got lost, you see how there's like a line right here? I think you can see it better on this side. You can take your concealer and just kind of keep that line there. And because I am using a color corrector, which I recommend using that instead of a highlight shade, because you don't want highlight to fall in to here, this will still give you an eye lift, even without having a whole bunch of stuff on your face. You don't have to do eyeshadow and all of that. You can still fake an eye lift just by using contour and concealer. Boom, done, done. I need earrings. I have always been the person that needs earrings to feel like completely whole. When I was little, we were going to go fishing and I went running back to the house. My dad was like, "Where are you going?" Like before we left. And I was like, "I got to go get my earrings." And my dad was like, "The fish don't care if you're wearing earrings." Guess what? I care if I'm wearing earrings. I was like 7. And I still care to this day if I'm wearing earrings. See, earrings made everything better. Okay. That, I think, aside from we got to set this baby, concludes what I wanted to tell you today. That's it. That's all I wanted to tell you. I believe. If you want it to be a little bit fancy, because see, even with mascara and even though it lengthened my lashes, I just don't have a lot to work with. And I like lashes. I really do. So you could throw on some lashes if you wanted to, but you really don't need to. Just because I like my eye features, I would add lashes. But it's not about that. This is about keeping it simple for you. So if you need help building a palette, let me know. The quiz for foundation should be in my beacons in my bio. If it's not, when you get to the foundation page, it says click here to take the color match quiz, so you can do that. We also have foundation samples. So if you would like a foundation sample to try it before you buy it, let me know and I can send you a sample, okay? I can send you one. You can try it and make sure that we get the right color on the first try, that you like the way it feels and you like the way it lays. I will tell you this, you will save a whole bunch of money with our palette because, like I said, mine has lasted me 3 months and I'm still not even done with it. So it takes a lot less product. It's buildable. Our concealers are waterproof. So you could do a whole face with concealer in the summertime for sweat and water and not have to worry about it melting off your face. If you are new to Lime Life, you will probably be heavy-handed with your foundation the first couple of times that you use it, and it's not going to look right because you really don't need that much. The difference between ours and what you buy at the store, as far as like Walmart drugstore makeup, the difference is most of those are only around 20% pigment. Our foundation is 50% pigment. So it's going to have a lot more color to it. You'll need a lot less product. Our foundation is made by RMCA, but it does not have the parabens or the fillers in it. That's what you're getting when you buy makeup, like, on the lower end of the scale from Walmart or drugstore makeup. It's got parabens, it's got fillers in it, so it's a lot less pigment, which means a lot less color. And because of all the other stuff that they put in it, that's where it changes colors. That's where it dries out your skin. It also absorbs usually into the skin, where our foundation lays on top of your skin. So it does not absorb into the pores. That matters to me because I don't want a whole bunch of breakout and garbage from wearing makeup. I like makeup that I can put on and not have to worry about it. So that's it. That is all my information for you for today. I've told you all the reasons that I love our foundation and why it matters to me. I think I covered them all. Doesn't clog your pores, doesn't change colors, lightweight, buildable, lasts a lot longer, and it stays on all day. I have so many reasons. That's like 5 reasons. I have all the reasons. And all of them, literally all of them, are important to me. So if those things also are important to you, even if only one of those things is important to you, it may be worth giving it a shot. It may be worth it. But as always, do what's working for you. I'm just here to share with you what I'm using, what I love, and why I use it. That does not necessarily mean it's going to work for everybody in the ways that they want it to, if that makes sense. It will work for everybody, but it might not be what you're looking for. And that's okay. There is more than one way to skin a cat. That's all I got, guys. I've actually been here for 30 minutes. This is timing me on YouTube. I didn't realize I'd been here this long. I am going to go because I told you this was going to be short, and I apparently told you I'd tail. So I love you, and I'll see you guys again next week. Thank you for joining me, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. See you soon.